Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today, we are diving even deeper into the LP rabbit hole, and I couldn't be more excited. Every single song I've heard up until this point has simply been mesmerizing. I mean, Laura's voice is just unquestionably good, and honestly, that's underselling it. It is phenomenal what she can do in terms of performance, in terms of her presence, her resonance. Everything under the sun is right within her grasp, and I couldn't be more excited. So today we're going to be checking out 3 more of her songs. The first will be Recovery, the second, My Body, and lastly, Strange. Before we jump in, a big thank you to Gundala the Exotic for this donation request. Gundala dedicates this to everyone whose heart also almost bursts when Laura smiles. That is very sweet. Now, let's jump in. We'll see if she starts smiling right away.
You're the best.
With the fog machine behind her, it's like she's a ethereal creature.
My room is dark, the blinds are shut tight,
Ooh.
and everything is still too much outside. It may be over, but not tonight. I may be older, but I still cry. I can't stop sleeping in your clothes.
There she goes.
You can't stop calling on the phone.
Oh, the cry at the end of that phrase.
Can't you see I'm in recovery?
Oh. Oh my god. What? The sustain and vibrato on that. And to not be belting and also accomplish that feat to me is almost more impressive than the equivalent phrase being belted, because you're right in that, I guess, right in that little space where you don't have enough breath support to push through, but it's just barely enough that it's over a whisper.
I'm in recovery.
That to me is so impressive.
Just let it be. I'm in recovery. I'm holding on, I know I'm almost there. So don't reach out and tell me that you care.
Wow.
I'm finally sober, I see the light. The worst is over, nobody died.
And my the question that comes to my mind, what is she recovering from? I would assume, given the lyricism here, it's not drugs necessarily. Love is the drug in this case. I think it's about potentially getting over an ex and having to recover from the heartache of a potentially tumultuous relationship. But even if it's not tumultuous, losing somebody you love in the context of love, it's terrible, and you do need to recover and grieve and find a way to heal.
And I'm still trying to let you go.
Right, let you go.
Oh baby, please leave me alone.
Right, and the trigger would be like the calls, the memories.
Can't you see?
Wow.
I'm in recovery.
It's such an earnest plea to just let me be.
Just let
Oh my god.
I know you wanna say you're sorry, but I don't wanna hear that story, and I don't wanna be a fool anymore. Can't you see I'm in recovery?
Oh my god.
Always thought you'd be the one who always needed me, my own.
Oh, it's captivating.
Suddenly, a memory in time is like an enemy so close.
Oh. Oh my god, the movement in that melody.
I'm in recovery. I know you wanna say you're sorry, but I already heard that story, and I don't wanna be a fool anymore.
Oh my god.
Can't you see I'm in recovery?
Oh my gosh. Her voice is like, it's literally like a butterfly. When she ascends to those really high head voice notes, it is so airy, and whenever she decides to, she can convert it into a powerful belt. So it feels like at any point she can convert herself from that light, bouncy, feathery butterfly to, like, I don't know, what would be the flip side of that? A super powerful, like, raven or something like that. It's the fact that she has all of those qualities to her voice that allows her to be as dynamic as she is in her vocal performance and properly convey the emotion that exists in a song like this, because needing to recover from something, that is not just like a nominal event to have happened in your life. Love is something that has the potential to kill. There's been cases where people die after many years of being with somebody, their partner passes away, and then they literally fall apart and they no longer have a sort of will to hold on to life. And I think it's called like heartbreak syndrome or something like that. And they too will pass away. This happened to my grandparents on my mother's side, where my grandfather, he passed away, and then in short order, my grandmother did. So now, it's obviously, this is not a song about grief in that kind of sense, but it's about losing love. You had it, and now it keeps trying to find its way back into your life, even though that may not be what's best for you. And instead of reopening that wound, it would be best to just recover in isolation, away from that person, away from those memories, and receiving the phone calls, having glimpses of those memories. Those are almost like gateway drugs back into that addictive place that may not be good for you. An LP conveys all of that emotion with such earnestness. It's so easy to transmute into my brain and heart. I was about to tear up. Let's jump into the next track here.
And this is also a new one. This is on the next record, and
My
it's
Body.
called My Body.
I feel like starting over, punk rock from Bossa Nova. Change my
Punk rock from
style,
Bossa Nova.
make me go buck wild, yeah, yeah. Thought to pay myself some more attention, a motherfucker of my invention. I'm just saying, you wanna win, start
It's like, let me
playing.
recreate myself.
Somebody's looking for somebody.
Ooh,
My baby left me for nobody.
the drive.
My baby needs a bit more. I'm saying,
Oh, the hardiness in that bass. Did you hear that? Wow, the time I've been wasting. I guess it's the time wasted not being yourself, is the way I think about that.
I'm missing you like a calling. Is this my skies falling? I changed
Oh,
my
I like that lyric a lot. Is this my sky is falling? Implying that, like, is this my end of the world? Is this maybe my midlife crisis, as an example? There's times in life where you have to almost like conceptualize who you are and who you think you are and where you would like to go, because maybe the life you're currently living is not actually congruent with who you are internally. And to reinvent yourself, it almost defies its own meaning, because rather than reinventing, it's more of a journey to yourself. Now, of course, you're reinventing yourself relative to where you were to become who you think you are. Just like a interesting way to, I think, word that process.
skies falling. I changed my mind.
Because I use that too. It's just
It will be just
cool to understand the subliminal meanings in some of these choices.
Stockholm is kinda lovely. This time of year, but it could get ugly. Oh, dear,
Wow, this,
it might
I just got that, the
be
Stockholm Syndrome line.
yeah. But baby, 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 somebody's looking for somebody. My baby left me for nobody. Somebody needs to be
Wow.
loved.
Her voice rests atop the mountains. It is so high up. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my good god, dude. It's like the high notes that she finds, they don't feel like they should exist somehow. I don't know, like even after listening to LP as much as I have, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things isn't that much, I'm still surprised every time she hits those notes, because it's as if she's literally launching her voice into space. And when you do that, right, the further and further away you get from, let's say, where your normal vocal range is when you're speaking, or even if you were, to sing rather casually, the further and further away you get, the measurement error has a larger and larger chance of increasing, and you could miss those places you'd like to land in terms of pitch, but not LP. She is so pointed in her vocal ability. Whatever note she wants to hit, within the snap of a finger, she's able to achieve it. I don't know if she has perfect pitch or not. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that she did. I know that I also brought this up in a previous LP reaction, but I'm very much also reminded of Asif Avidan as I listen to LP. The way that her voice, it's thinner compared to, let's say, the average female voice that I'm familiar with, and it is just so precise, almost you could say like a bit too clear. I wouldn't say nasally for her, but the clarity in her voice, it definitely is reminiscent of Asif for me, which is meant completely as a compliment. Love everything I've heard from Asif as well. But man, launching those notes into space, always having that soft, deliberate landing. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I like the song lyrically as well, My Body. It has, I think, several meanings here. One to do with how you would want to, as she mentioned, reinvent yourself. What do you want your body to look like externally, and that reinvention? But also, I think we can look internally as well for what our bodies are meant to represent. Because really, what we exist in, our bodies, they're a physical vessel for who we truly are. And now, of course, there's no way to disentangle necessarily the physical form from our spiritual form and our soul. So I don't know, finding a way to reconcile those two realities, knowing that my body is a temporary thing for who I really am. It almost releases you of that pressure to be a specific thing in perpetuity. Just allow yourself to be, manifest that as best as you can, enact what you need to do to really self-actualize. Your body will follow suit. It's almost like when you align yourself spiritually, physically, mentally, intellectually, emotionally, like all that good stuff, one after the other, the following thing becomes easier. So if you're able to align yourself fully spiritually, then emotionally things can become easier. And if you can do things easier emotionally, then maybe intellectually follows it. Depending on who you are, these orders may change, but maximizing across all of these strata is ideal to be the best version of you, whatever that may look like. Last song, Strange. Oh my god, she's singing into the distance.
Anyone could get love.
Hey!
And anyone could get laid. You know you own when you find the ones who stay. Braving up not to tame, but letting burst into flames. Stoke the coals and then watch you glow, yeah. They're the ones making trust in the universe. When you're lost and you love and it's getting worse.
Wow, those previous lyrics just hit with me. People are brave enough to just let you be, to not tame you, to not control the fire inside, just let you flourish.
They're the ones making trust in the universe. When you're lost and you live and it's getting worse.
Right.
They're the ones who you know will get you by. We are all strange, and it ain't never gonna change.
Oh, it's remarkable. I love that. We are all strange. We're all an N of one. We cannot all be perfectly understood. And that's totally fine and reasonable. And let's just accept that we are strange rather than infinitely trying to conform.
Anyone could get paid, and anyone could get saved. And every day I still walk into the world. The only thing I can see, the only real guarantee, whenever I get to know we
Comparatively, this instrumentation is sparser than what we heard prior. I feel like the words are allowed to breathe a lot more here. There's more space between the pitches. You can hear the electric guitar underneath all of this too. It's so subtle. Oh.
change, and it ain't never, never, ever gonna change. 'Cause we are all strange. And it ain't ever, never, ever gonna change.
Dude, I love the meaning in her songs. Always sung so beautifully. And the idea of strange, right? We're all strange and we're never going to change. And I think more explicitly, we will never change from being strange. We will always be strange in some way, shape, or form. And, you know, for me, I'm sort of, at least in my core, I have been a people pleaser for as long as I can remember. I find it very, what would you say? I definitely get like affected when I'm unable to satisfy everybody and appease their wants. And if I'm rejected by somebody, it doesn't feel great. And I can take those things a little bit more personally than my logical brain would prefer. And, you know, a lot of that process then involves, well, I want to make myself familiar to everybody, because if they really understood all of what I thought, they would see that I'm a good person. They would see that I'm somebody who deserves their appreciation and whatnot. And at a certain point, after all of my efforts, I have very consciously realized that no matter what I do, there will just be people out there who won't understand because they either can't, they don't have that bone in them, or they just choose not to. And it's best not to fixate on that. Now, there's value in understanding why you aren't well understood, and it could be in a way that I can't perceive myself or my communication. But at the end of it all, you can do your level best in almost every vertical of life and still be chastised for something you think, do, feel, whatever it may be. And you will just infinitely regress yourself into a hole that doesn't make sense. And with social media, you know, I have many amazing subscribers now on this channel. I will never see the end of it. It's going to be constant barrages from one person or another, one commenter, one opinion, and I can't have everything shape my perspective about myself. Rather, I need to be grounded within who I am. And if I'm okay with being the strange person that I am, nothing can affect me, and I can still do my best to find connection with those who also want to make that connection possible. And I can't force anybody to think anything different. I will just continue to be who I am, build myself into who I am even more so, and try to improve every step of the way, but embrace my strange rather than look at strange as being a symptom of a different problem. The actual problem is that I'm not accepting of my strange. So just giving you guys a bit of my example here, but of course in everyone's life, we are all viewed strange one way or the other. We are not well understood, and that's where trust comes in, that's where faith comes in, that's where the bonds we have with long-standing relationships overpower the things that others think that they know about us. But that's all I have for you today. I really enjoyed these LP songs as always. Continually marveled at her vocal ability, and I love that she's just so well connected with her own emotions and just the human condition. It really makes me appreciate all that's out there. But that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you want to request one yourself, you can hit the first link down below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.